prospect number 4, Arjun Nanubhai.
Yep.
And it's funny about talk about him, but I was walking at lunchtime to go meet one of my buddies from work, and then I bumped into his uncle.
Oh, no way.
He tapped me on the shoulder, and he just started talking to me about the fact that he has heard that we're talking about him. I was kind of surprised that, how do we get to hear him? But yeah, we're big, prospect fans, and the fact that he's a minority as well, just give him a little push. This is awesome. If he gets drafted, I think if he gets drafted in the top 5, he's considered the highest South Asian to be drafted in history. So I think Manny Motrag went number 7. Caleb went number 6.
Well, even Caleb, and then Prick was up there.
Prick was 29, I think.
Okay.
He went later. In the first. So Arjun could make history, man.
No, it would be crazy.
Yeah. So same thing. He's 16, right? He's 5'10". He's 150 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Lighter side, 5'10". I still think that he has room to grow. You can most likely
fill out.
Maybe see him at being 6 foot, 6'1". Centerman, same thing as well. Played for the Mississauga Senators, as you know, under 16 AAA team. 22 goals, 25 assists, 47 points, and 32 games. You want to put on his highlights as well?
Let's watch.
Yeah, let's watch it. So Elite Prospects describes his game as like a more he has very explosive skating, acceleration as well, crossovers exceptional. He could just change directions, maintaining speed. What else? He could just whenever he's cutting, crisscrossing, he could. That's like usually his strength of how he gets away from the defenders.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing. What he was saying, his favorite player is Nathan McKinnon, which we talked about before. So that's pretty much what Nathan McKinnon does to edge work, right? That's kind of what he's trying to idolize his game as. He's very comfortable skating with the puck in the neutral zone.
What a goal!
Yeah.
He's very shifty too.
He's very crafty.
That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. Like even when he's crisscrossing, sometimes he draws in the defender, and then he opens up the play for his teammates.
Even like defensively, like there's a couple plays where he's just skating back and back checking. Like, that's not talked about enough with these kids, right?
Yeah.
Kind of setting those, what's the word I'm looking for? Those not traits, those behaviors or that work ethic or whatever. Like, setting that young, and rather than having to develop it, like, a player already has that.
Yeah,
coming up,
and really with nice. Him, so it's cool when you look at all these kids. Every single kid is having some special ability that kind of stands out against the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like this kid is just compete level.
Mm-hmm.
Like he competes every shift. That's that's what the scouts are saying right now, right? That compared to any of the other skilled forwards, even when they're playing against like the highest level of like when they're playing the best of the best teams. Typically, like he's the one that always shows up, even if his team doesn't, but he always ends up showing up. So that's a really good trait to have in a player. He back checks, forechecking aggressively. He battles through contact, even for his small size. That guy still battles like he plays player. Bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
One thing I also noticed just watching his highlights too, it's like he always finds. Like he's always in the right place at the right time, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's like, in front of the net, like a couple times I was watching, he's just like in the right spot for a rebound.
Yeah.
And, just tap in or, just shoot it back in on net. But like, that's what I'm kind of noticing.
Just having high IQ with compete level, like that thing, that's when it comes to traits, those are maybe the two deadly traits to have next to each other. Because if you have both of those, man, especially if you find the right coach, if you get drafted to the right team, with the right coach, and you have those two things, like you could really improve.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say like Mississauga is like in third. I keep saying Mississauga. I'm so used to being Mississauga. Yeah, Brampton. They're in like the third spot, kind of hoping like they kind of take him because I think not only for him, but I think just for the community because Brampton's a big Indian community. I think it would kind of be good for the Steelheads too, right? Maybe get some more people into those seats and then like kind of.
Yeah.
See one of your own guys, right?
Yeah.
You were talking about McKinnon, right?
No. Well, McKinnon. So McKinnon is the player that he wants to be. Like he likes to play like him. But I would say he's more. I would say Dylan Larkin, which is speed wise not far apart. Mm-hmm. Of course, you got McKinnon as the edge work, but I think with Dylan Larkin, especially defensively, just the way he plays, you could say more like Dylan Larkin. That's not a knock on him.
No, 100%.
That's amazing.
I was going to say Dylan Larkin is one of the most underrated players, I think, and no one talks about him enough, right?
Exactly. So just the way speed-wise, just transition offensively, just puck pursuit too. It seems based on what I've been seeing with the scouting report, that's where it seems like he's pushing for is Dylan Larkin. So, yeah, best of luck to him. And
we're rooting for you, both of us.
We're rooting for you, man. Wherever you get drafted, we'll definitely be watching. I mean, all these kids, we're definitely going to be watching them. It's going to be pretty cool maybe in the next few years when we're, we talked about these kids, we understand and we watch them in the OHL. It's like we're part of the journey with them. And
100%.
See where they head, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.